position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Trying to beat him to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Bulldozes his way through. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Boy, and last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games, the thrilling comfort behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. It's they show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, it made them even harder to stop a year ago.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements factoring into this as well. Big expectations. That win against Oklahoma got Navy fans really excited for this year.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 30. Wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Navy! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the outside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on, he had him right down the middle and he flat dropped it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to pound it in. And they did get it forward and inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Chapman. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Looking deep down the right side. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cross. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle. It's Cross. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot of the defense in the end zone on that TV.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is a defense that prides themselves on their ability to go sideline to sideline. It's going to be tough for this offense to go QB option in this game. You just saw the speed of the defense right there, getting a big stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He'll pitch it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll power it inside with the fullback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often, and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak, and he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
He makes a fair catch, couple steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he'll be brought down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push upfield, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lewis to throw. Right on the money. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. You might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just keeps slinging it. Flips it out on the screen. Across the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To throw, it's Horvath. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Horvath. Under fire. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Midshipmen.
And they pound the ball in for the touchdown, and you've got to like this offense. Finishing the first half really strong and a chance to take the lead in this football game.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
That makes the score Navy 14, Memphis 13.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The hand to the running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Lewis wants to pass. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, and getting the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Ball down at the 50. Second down, Go-Go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. And Navy will go back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Fires one high and deep. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Gets the back moving. On the option. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like these defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Horvath. Into the house. Touchdown, Navy!
Touchdown, Navy. Number 89 with the grab and the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Lewis wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Chapman.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Motion from the back. The big fullback's got it. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. The option look. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got him in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Midshipmen! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover. And
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Lewis to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
There's a great example of the quarterback bailing out his head coach on a gamble. 4th and short in the red zone. A lot of people thinking just take 3 points, but QB himself knows exactly where to go with it, and now it's 1st and goal.
Lewis wants to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. Calls his own number. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the 1st. Still on his feet at the 45. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
The Midshipmen got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Oh, they're after him! Snagged in the middle, it's Howard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Navy will have to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Memphis will be forced to punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back, put the pressure on their own defense.
Back to throw, it's Horvath. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead.
I think on offense here in a 2-minute situation, down a possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. In the air, and he's got it for the touchdown, and now they're a 2-point conversion away from locking it up.
Stop it. They got a chance to tie this thing.
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best 2-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
The last touchdown, only part of the battle. Now the 2-point try to tie the game. Lewis wants to pass. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Goes to the option. He'll keep it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
They'll run the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
2nd down coming up. Lewis to throw. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. The give on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying play action. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around when the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.